relatives. I'm here with Red Hot, part of Oceti Media, and we got just a quick update on what's going to happen, you know, with the update with the Army Corps of Engineers, the update with the governor's office, and also the camp. What were your thoughts today on what you witnessed?
What happened over at the bridge today, the Army Corps engineers came in to assess. We had a lot of rain this morning. They came to assess what was happening on the ground, whether or not they're going to be able to work. They assessed that they're not able to work in camp today. We tried to push for an extension to be able to have the camp be able to work, because if they can't work, we can't work. Obviously, they have better equipment than we do. But they're still holding to the hard deadline of Wednesday the 22nd at 2 p.m. It is eviction time according to Army Corps engineers and the governor. So
2222 February 22nd, 2 o'clock 22. Just crazy on the toot. Sounds like a machine gun, but it is not a good moment what we're seeing right here, and the spirit of, you know, people trying to educate these the governor and the Army Corps of Engineers. And I explained to the people in the community that throughout any country, this is what it feels like to be indigenous. When they send people down, they have the message but know nothing about the message. And these guys had no knowledge of the message, no knowledge of the treaty, no knowledge of anything that was happening. So all we can do is continue to educate all our guys in DC. You guys need to be up there. We're down to the last few hours here. We had the BIA up on the top of the hill with the officers up there, and reminding, you know, I'm going to remind them to be respectful. I mean, did they treat you rudely?
what's weird is they have Morton County on the other side of the reservation line as well, which that is out of their jurisdiction. So that's a very weird thing to see.
So we're seeing a lot of collaboration here of cross jurisdiction. And who gives that approval? Well, from the BIA on the other side, as they said, it was from the Tribal Council. We have a lot of people calling in from all over the country, leaders from all over the country, asking what's going on with the tribe. Get down here and protect your people. And you're in a moment of history where the history doesn't have to repeat itself. It can be on the right side of history, and that's what we're getting in many messages on digital smoke signals, on my personal page, on text. Is like, where is the council? Where's the council on this?
I've seen Cheyenne River.
Cheyenne River's been stepping up pretty hard. And you know, this is a moment where a lot of people are here supporting the tribe, non-native relatives supporting the treaty. And that's what I find very powerful, is right there, is understanding what that means. And so we got a lot of relatives down here, allies, people supporting tribes from all over the country down here. And people are cleaning up, but they're holding their ground. And so they let them know we're not going anywhere. Media is going to be here no matter what. And we'll give you guys a full update on the media, on where we're going to be. They've already said they're going to arrest the media.
They've already made it clear that anybody who's here, including press, from what I've been told, is that they're trying to put a designated press area, which is probably going to be pretty suffocated and not be able to cover the whole camp. So about 30 journalists, independent journalists, grassroots journalists are planning to be on the ground. We're all going to be very distinguishable, so they know that we are the media, and we are here to make sure that this story gets out, because it's not getting out. Mainstream coverage isn't doing it. So we are going to make sure that we can cover everything and make sure you guys know what's happening. If you don't see any live feeds or anything that's coming out, it's not because we're not live streaming. Just want to make that clear. But we're going to make it very obvious that we are here documenting what they're doing, and we're trying to keep everybody safe. And the best way that we can do that is through technology. So just roll with us, keep an eye on the 22nd, what's going on, and we're going to do the best we can to make sure everybody's safe.
Also, we're getting ready to post some videos for Digital Smoke Signal, the interviews today about people helping on the ground, people helping the transition on the outside. The Two-Spirit Camp, that's obviously holding their ground there. They're part of the ceremony. We have our warriors on the front and on the back. The media, of course, is on the front and in the back. We're making sure that we cover this as honestly and integrity as possible, because if we do not do it, Morton County would do it inaccurately. And we already know the picture from the North Camp of what they painted, so we know what they're going to do. And the assistant from the governor could not say that's not going to happen. He looked very sad. He looked very, he was in a position where he did not want to be here, but he's delivering the message of the governor. And he had some personal views on that. I want to thank him for his personal views. I'm not going to say what he said, but just set aside, you know, they both have their own personal views, and I can feel that they don't feel it's right.
One thing that I want to add is that anybody who can see the camp knows that there's been tremendous progress taking place on the cleanup of this camp. There's Denial that it is being cleaned right now. Despite that happening, they are not allowing water protectors to stay here to continue cleaning, and they are still going to make sure that they are out of here. Despite all the progress that they've made, they refuse to negotiate to let them finish the job of keeping the land good. So I just wanted everybody to know that we are not leaving on our own terms. We're leaving because we will be forced out of here.
Yes, it was an unrealistic deadline. You got the snow, you got the mud, and continued people are cleaning out no matter what, doing what they can, and it's very clean. If you look right here, you can see that a lot of that is just small piles of the wood, the snow. It's completely almost clear, and a few of the structures, there's really basic cleaning that needs to be done, and just on the far side they have the structures, but a lot of those guys are going to stay no matter what. They're going to hold their ground, and they're going to be the arrestables, is what they calling them. And we're going to make sure that we're here to document that they do not do the Geneva Convention violations, human rights violations, the First Amendment. They are violating the Constitution, and they have been violating the Constitution, and we're going to continue to hold them accountable as much as we possibly can. So relatives, with that, thank you guys there. Thank you, Red Hawk, for sharing your message, and we'll keep you updated here all throughout the day. Aho.
Oh.